Hello and welcome to Staying Up with Cammie and Taryn. I'm Cammie.
And I'm Taryn. And every night we have a sleepover. But every week we invite you to join us. So thanks for staying up.
Thanks for staying up with us.
Get your little baby pillows and your little socks and get caught
You
over.
love that bit. It's like the third or fourth time we've gone
It's my
there.
new thing, I think. I think it's
Your
like
new
a
thing?
new, yeah, it's like a new fun thing for me to be like, what kind of fun sleepover thing am I picturing at this
Just calling
moment?
something like a little stupid baby. It's like you're being mean to a child. Grab
Yeah.
your stupid little cootie socks, you little loser.
Well, but it's also like, yeah, but it's love.
Yeah, it's all love for sure.
It's honestly, you guys, it's all love. I made that up too.
Anytime you.
I made Love is Love up. Have you heard of that one?
I haven't. What's that mean?
I'm not sure. I think it's something like the gays took it. It wasn't originally for
oh my
the
God,
gays.
they took it.
Yeah, Love
They?
is Love was more like about tennis scores.
Yeah, that does make sense because love is love.
That's just the truth.
Wait, in tennis, sorry, this is so random. I just forget. Is love 0?
Love means nothing.
That's rude.
It's honestly cool. I wonder where
It's
it
almost
came
like
from.
rain on your wedding day is a positive thing. They're like, you feel like shit when you have no points, so we're just going to say love because you need a little love right now.
Oh,
You know?
this is sad.
Yeah.
You know that song you just brought up. Wedding Day, Rain.
Yeah.
What?
It's like rain.
Okay.
That
I did not realize what that song
was about?
was about, and it's called Ironic or something, or
Yeah.
Irony,
Isn't
or
it ironic?
right? Isn't that song?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. So, did you know that she goes on to name a bunch of things that like
Or ironic?
are like, yeah, ironic, but it's more like bad luck.
Yeah, I never thought about it being. Yeah, I wouldn't call those ironic. I mean, I guess it is technically the definition of ironic. It's like
rain on your wedding day, a
it's like,
green light when
wait,
you're already late, or a red light.
it's like a red. Yeah. Wait, I'm forgetting all the words.
It's like rain
On your wedding day.
a green. I think it's a green light when you're already late.
Wait, but if you're already late, you want a green light.
Maybe that is ironic. What does even ironic mean?
I think it's one of those songs when I was little where I would just say the words
Yeah.
and not really know. Like I used to sing "Kissing the Night Away"
Oh,
instead of
that's really
pissing.
sweet.
And then I thought my mom and brother were were fucking with me when they told me it was pissing the night away. And I was like, what does that mean?
I would love to go through all of my old favorite songs and be like, what was I singing?
Yeah. I mean, I do that with a lot of words. I say them wrong and don't realize. Like, I feel like a lot of people who have parents who are first generation, like just moved here, so they have like thick accents still, and they grew up with their parents, but they went to school in America, so they speak English perfectly, but they would go home and their parents would be like saying random words. I feel like a lot of those people have like funny weird words that they didn't realize were wrong because their parents would say them.
But your parents aren't first generation.
I know, that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I'm like, but my parents are not at all, no accents.
What is the word that
Completely
my
born
mom
here.
always says that I'm always like, Mom?
Yeah.
And I just recently started correcting her because it's like nails on a chalkboard.
It just happened when we were with them.
I know.
I can't think of it right now.
It's not ironically, but like it's like something like that where
Yeah,
she's
you're like,
like,
"That's just
oh, I know it.
What is it?
Atypical and typical.
Yes.
She always says like, it was just your atypical day.
You're like, it's just typical.
I'm like, no, Mom, you mean typical. But she always, when she says it,
she's
she
like
puts
a
so
typical
much,
day, but she's like, it was just an atypical day.
like she just puts so much emphasis on it, and she's really meaning just typical.
Yeah.
Like it was your run of the mill average,
Yeah.
whatever day.
Just,
But she's like, oh my gosh, like you walk in and I mean, it's just like your
Hey.
atypical spot, right? And I'm like, Mom, what could that mean?
It's really
I
cute.
couldn't. Yeah.
And you're very sensitive. Like you hear stuff. I don't hear
I hear voices.
any. You hear so many things going on in your head all day long.
I do think I have like very weird sensory situation
You
going
do.
on.
Yeah, but you're also just like hyper aware in general of things, so that probably leads into it. And like
Yeah.
you're a writer, so you care more about language, and I don't know. I literally early on in our relationship, I had to tell Taryn to like stop picking on me for the way I would say certain things because it was like making me sad.
That sounds like I'm like being picky, like mean picky. I wouldn't say it's that. I would say I love when people misspeak. in a cute way, like fumble over their words or something. Like if Cam was to be like, you want to go on a whack instead of a walk? That sounded so weird. You want to get whacked?
Go on a whack?
Whatever.
Baby, let's go for a whack.
then I would be like, let's whack. Let's totally whack. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
But then it would make you sad that
because
like
it was
I'm
just like
pointing
relentless.
out.
Like it wouldn't be like, ha ha ha, you said that thing funny. It would just be like, it would go on a little too long. So I was like, hey.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
it's
think I
not like it
this.
was like your atypical.
But it's really funny because you hate when I call out anything you say weird because you think it means that you're having like something going on in your brain.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, you're like, whoa. I said that wrong. I've been saying everything wrong. You're thinking about it right now. Sorry. We always end up back to your health anxiety.
This is honestly, this pod is about that.
Anyways,
staying up with
staying up with Taryn's anxiety. How was your week? What's going on with you, love bug? You want to go for a whack?
I'd love to go for a whack. How's my week? What day is it even? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday. Trash put out day.
That's Thursday, baby.
No, put out day.
Oh.
They come on Thursday. I know my shit. You think I don't know? I know everything.
So atypical of you. I can't think of how my week was. That's why before the pod, I was like, we'd like take a second to think about how we're doing. I hadn't stopped once. How are you? Tell me how you're doing. Maybe I'll jog some things for me.
I'm good. I feel like I typically go through like, it's very in line with my period, but I go through like right before my period, I'm emotional wreck, miserable. On my period, I question my whole existence.
Yep.
Coming off of it, I have all this energy and like I have the most perfect, beautiful life and I can do anything. And then I'm normal for a couple days and then cycle repeats.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason lately, I've been like, never know how I'm going to feel. Like yesterday.
On your period or just on
No.
On a day?
Any day. This month, I've been feeling
Aww.
any day, any hour.
Oh, you did have your little snafu. Is that what you were going to
share?
share?
Yeah, it was so weird. Yesterday, I was feeling really good. And normally when I finally feel myself again, I'm like, oh my God, what a relief. This is the real me. This is
She's back.
Happiness. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm well. Peace and love. And then yesterday I was feeling that in the morning. And then all of a sudden, middle of the day, downward spiral. It was so bizarre.
I don't even remember. Oh, see, I have a really hard time not tacking it on to something specific because I'm so used to doing that. Where like,
oh, your anxiety. Yeah.
Your moment was like,
sometimes there's no rhyme or reason.
I know, but I have a hard time just thinking that it wasn't that. But I also get how anxiety works, so I understand that it's sometimes not that.
Your anxiety is different. Yours is related, like typically.
But it was sad. Atypically. So it was sad though because we were going to make poke bowls for dinner and Cam, what?
I forgot about like literally being sick for.
Oh, we'll have to share that too. Yeah, maybe that's why you were feeling funky too.
Well, I think that's what started it. But anyways, continue.
Anywho, we were basically a couple days ago, Cam and I were like, we need to be having more intentional time together. Mm-hmm. Like it felt like after the wedding, when you're not just sitting there planning something and yada yada, life just picked back up and it was like, wait, we haven't like sat across from each other and like chatted and just like been together about anything other than planning and the dogs and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm so afraid of that because that's what I am scared that parenthood is.
Yeah, life just like rolls on and you forget about it. And we're together most of the time. Like we both work from home, but it's just a different kind of together when you're like actually being intentional about it.
Yeah. So anyway, we had a good date night the other night, which was really fun. We like went to, what did we do? We went to
the bar.
2 places. Yeah.
And then we were driving home and we saw that cute place by the house and we popped in.
It was cute. We just played cards. We chit-chatted. And then yesterday I was like, let's keep this going. This is so fun. And so we were going to make poke bowls for dinner. You want to come up, Ricky? You want to join the party? No. We were going to make poke bowls for dinner and I went to this local little fish place right down the street.
Which is so good. The fish is always immaculate.
It's perfect. And it's like sashimi grade. It's amazing.
I
And
fish now for any of y'all who don't know.
yes, she's a fishy girl. Fishy. Oh, the way you're sitting is so cute.
Well, I'm trying to not let my sneakers touch the couch because I hate shoes
I
on furniture.
love it.
But
Little Mermaid swimmed up on my couch. Wow. For anyone that can't see, which actually I don't even think it's showing up on the screen, she is sitting so pretty. It's like if someone said, sit as pretty as you can. She's sitting
it's definitely
not.
not.
This is a stupid story, but I got the Poke Bowls. I was so excited. Came home, or I got all the stuff to make the Poke Bowls. Went to 2 grocery stores to do it. Came home, and I was like, wait, I'm gonna make her an appetizer that's gonna be so cute. So I got like this little crunchy little tostada situation. I put some poke on there, and I put like little cilantro.
It was like restaurant grade. It looked beautiful.
It was beautiful. And I went upstairs, and she was in the shower, and I was like, shit, hurry down. And she's like, I'm getting out now. This is perfect. She came downstairs, and that's when the anxiety hit.
I had like one bite. I think after you have a tummy bug, you're scared of food. So I took a bite, and the fish was just mushier than I remember raw fish tasting.
Cam had a big tum bug this weekend.
Yeah, I
bought
went
tum bug
to Futch. For you guys who don't know, our friends Amy and Jess have like a queer pop-up party. And I went
dance party.
And we had so much fun. And I drank a little bit, but nothing that should make me sick. And I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I just cannot drink anymore. I must be so hungover. And then it kept getting worse. And the way my stomach felt was just, I will not go into detail, but I was like, this is not a hangover. And then, yeah, I just kind of felt sick for 2 days. And then I was okay. But now I'm just feeling weird.
We know it was a buggy because we went with everyone's favorite straight man, Kevin Vandevoort. And the same exact thing happened. They had the same belly, the same, all of it.
So weird, but we didn't eat anything the same. I don't know. Mystery is still unsolved, but yeah.
But then to go right into raw fish.
Yeah. I think I was like a little scared, but you know, it was fine. But then dinner was fine. So I don't know. So that's been my week. It's been like just tummy bugs and anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, that was basically my week too.
Yeah.
We on Sunday we went to my mom's fundraiser. That was this Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
She runs a fundraiser for a group in Orange County that's like they do philanthropy stuff. I know it sounds really vague, but it's a special.
It's so cool.
It's awesome.
Just help out a bunch of different people in the community in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, and so to be able to do it, they have this big fundraiser, and there was like 400 people. It was so crazy. She gets so stressed about it, but she does such a good job running it. And that was
it's an auction, so we got to like bet on things, and it was really fun.
And they give you a little number, and you get to be like, they're like, all right, starting at $100, and then you're like, boop.
It's super fun.
Do you think I would be good at that?
I think you'd be great at it.
I think I might.
Can you talk quick enough? Let's hear it.
All right, and for $100, I'm going to be auctioning off this
No, but talk like
tea.
you. Talk like you.
Oh, but I feel like that's part of it.
I know, but I feel like the guy, like him being like, I don't mind awkward silence. I'm going to wait a little bit. Anyway, like I feel like you could totally nail that.
Yeah. So then it's not even about fast talking. It's just about getting people to spend money. But that part,
it's like the excited. It's like, we for $1,000, $869. We got it for $1,000. We heard $1,200, like that thing.
I think I could do that.
I think you could too.
I also had like a lot of times when I see people doing something that I think I would be good at, I like go into my brain and then think about me doing it the whole time. And that's what I did at dinner for like a while.
Tune everything out, and you're just living that in your little dream world.
Yeah, and I was thinking, I wonder if I were to kick off the next fundraiser. It's young. I'm young. I'm fresh. I'm not like,
I'm young. I'm hot. And fresh.
But you know what I mean? It's a room of like 50 to 70-year-old people, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what if someone young was on the stage?
Yeah.
Young and hot and free.
Helpful or not helpful?
I was thinking, what if I went up there and I said, you guys
win a date with me
are rich. You're rich.
You're so rich.
You're so rich.
That's why you're here. Enjoy your meal, but you're here to spend money.
You're having filet mignon and your little table wine, and you're enjoying your little time.
Yeah.
And then people are going to show you a video of all of these nice philanthropy things that
You're donating
your
at least
money-
$1,000 tonight. It's a tax write-off, people. Just do it.
yeah. And I'm like, I kind of think that would be a really fun, like, kind
It
of
would be funny.
heckle for a
Yeah,
second, but be like, and, you know, look at like the oldest, whitest, crustiest looking man and be like, you could buy all of this. You know that, sir. It wouldn't even show up.
Yeah,
like,
you wouldn't miss it.
you don't like your kids. You're not going to give them the money anyway. Like, stuff like that, and like play with them. And I feel like people would bid more.
Yeah, I agree.
If you call them out and just be like,
well, ask your mom if you can get involved next year. So you really want to give back, and you're going to do it by calling out all the old white men that have a lot of money.
I'm going to go, hey, crusties.
Hey,
I'm
crusty
Taryn.
besties. Let's do the damn thing.
First of all, Venmo me, Taryn-Arnold.
Yeah, that'll go over
Riggy, can you
really
stop
well.
licking your fucking asshole while we
Riggy's
record?
literally next to us licking her booty hole.
I'm going to call you Icky Ricky.
Icky Ricky. She hated that. So we have named our listeners. And I think I named our listeners. Technically.
I think it was you.
And you guys loved it. So we are going with, drumroll please, pillow princesses, because that's what you all are. Just kidding.
I think to make it more fun for me to say,
You want to call them PPs.
I'm calling them
I
PPs.
knew you were going to call them PPs.
And then I'm going to call you PJs.
PJs? Who's PJs?
It's like PJ, like we're in our PJs.
You're going to give them
it's a
2
sleepover.
names. We talked about this. You can only pick one. She wants to call you guys like 8 different. She's like, and then I'm going to call them this. You do that with our dogs too.
Yeah.
That is why Frank is just Linda now.
Yeah, Frank goes by Linda. He prefers it.
He really only responds to it at this point.
And
Call him whatever you want, baby.
as we picked Pillow Princesses, which we picked it because we put it on our Instagram, people voted.
Y'all loved it.
I love an upvote in the comments situation. Whenever we ask for you to do that, please
We
do
mean
it. I sit at my phone like a fucking goober, like this.
Tee. Ah,
Ooh,
tee.
ooh.
Oh, give me. Ah, they like that.
Yeah. My pee-pees.
Also, Taryn is like on a rampage being logged into the Staying Up podcast, but then responding on other things.
I did it
And
one time.
You've done it a couple times now. And she was responding on my TikTok, but to somebody who commented. So it looks like I'm responding to people. It's feeling very like how everyone's mad that like Haley goes into Justin Bieber's Instagram and like will accidentally
we don't
respond.
know that she does that.
No, she said that. She responded one time and was like,
Oh.
oops, I was logged into Justin's.
Oh.
I'm not starting rumors.
Okay.
And I'm not
Don't be
judging. I'm just saying it's feeling that.
Don't
Everyone
be
judged
starting
her.
rumors about my people.
I won't. Your people. Everyone's going to come for you.
I do you think that I would be friends with them?
No,
Do you think I would like them?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know them, so I don't know what
Yeah.
they're like.
I always wonder. We're bound to be at something that they're at.
I
think
have
it-
been at things that they're at.
I mean,
You mean
in
more
a s-
intimate.
in a more intimate setting. I do think at some point it will happen.
But here's the thing. With celebrities in general,
Mhm.
I don't think there's any way we can ever know how they are, if you would be friends with them, if you'd enjoy them in real life. Because either they're getting judged for a moment
Yeah.
of like, they might not be vibing with people coming up to them and taking pictures. I would hate that. Like, I mean, I love talking to people because it's like once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
If every time I left my house, I would look like a miserable bitch too. But it also, you can be the nicest person in the world because you only have to do it for a second too.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that could be fake. And like, if you see somebody, if you go to someone's event, of course they're going to ham it up for you because they know everyone's going back and talking on the internet.
Yeah.
That's why being famous would be the worst thing in the whole wide world. But I don't think you'll ever know any celebrity if you'll truly, truly, truly would enjoy them in real life.
I think it would take years to know if you actually enjoy them. Years of like actual friendship.
Why?
Because I think that it would be hard for them to not be like performative or have a wall up.
Just think you can't with everyone. If you start being friends with someone, like, you probably as a celebrity are performative most of your day. And I feel like if you're invited into someone's inner circle, you must be seeing the real them, because unless they're so talented, I don't have that skill to be like, I get drained just hanging out with people being myself.
Yeah.
Imagine being like pretending to be somebody for all that time. I don't know.
I don't know. It's what people do.
Got off on such a weird tangent here.
Anywho,
Back to our little pillow
our
princesses.
peepees. Our little peepers. My peeperts.
So many.
What do we want to say?
Oh, so we asked you guys to send us questions.
Yes.
And we were going to do just a whole question and answers episode. However, you guys sent in some gold.
The peepees went hard.
BBs went so hard. So
See, peepee slaps.
BB does that.
Hashtag peepee slap.
BBs
Trend.
for life. Not us calling like a bunch of probably like 90% lesbians. BBs.
Peepees. Dude,
Little
reclaim
peepees.
the peepee.
It's ours now.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all asked so many great questions. So we're actually going to change the format of the pod a little bit. We've wanted to get in more of a rhythm. So we are actually using your questions to inspire us for categories and topics to talk about in future episodes. So today, because we're already talking about pillow princesses, we decided today's episode is about SEX.
Ow, peepee, ow, peepee, ow.
I regret this.
Oh.
Pee-pee thing.
You know what? Did you say peepee ick?
Pee-pee thing.
Oh.
You were so scared that I'm going to get
I'm
the ick.
so scared. I felt I just saw it in your eyes. When I went, ow, I felt the ick. And the way you're not saying no is also scaring
Sorry, I
me.
was letting you finish.
Oh.
No, it was...
Linda.
No, the ick wasn't for the look in my eyes of an ick wasn't for you. It's the same thing I feel when you like call someone a big boy.
Dude, some boys are
It's
big.
gross. Yeah, but you don't need to go, oh, big boy.
I'm not even talking
But you
size.
going
It's just like,
pee-pee is like starting to freak me out a little bit.
okay, princessas. Princesa.
Sure.
Prinkies.
Sure.
Today we're talking
I'll
sex.
take it.
Cam,
Yes.
I want to kick off this conversation. It does feel like we're at a sleepover right now. By what is a pillow princess?
Yes.
And where do you think we fall? Because we were
Okay.
asked a couple times where we fall on
There
this
were
line.
a lot of questions, and to the point where somebody was like really specific that they were like, if you had to pick one of you,
Yeah.
because they knew we were gonna be like, nah. So they're like, if you have
They
to
knew
pick
we'd
one,
be like, what?
who's the best?
Sorry, I can't hear the dogs.
Anyways,
Anyways.
oh my god,
I'm having fun
okay.
with you.
I'm having fun with you. Always have fun with you. So a pillow princess is, we should have gotten like the Webster definition. I don't think it's
I can look up
Webster.
Urban Dictionary.
Oh yeah. Basically, it is somebody who during sex wants to just lay their little princess baby
The
head
little peepee.
on the pillow. Lay their pee-pee on the pillow is a very different vibe. Lay their head on the pillow while their partner does all the work. What is your Urban Dictionary, Def?
It says a girl in a lesbian relationship who is usually a bottom. She likes to receive rather than give, and she is also most likely to stop texting when she sees you're also typing. And
Okay, weird.
then in italics it says you might not want to hook up with Lena. She lies there because she's such a pillow princess.
Pillow princess is like an extreme bottom. It's not
Yeah.
like an active bottom. It's like you are only going to receive. And in my head, it's like derogatory where it's like, oh, I'm not just a bottom. I'm like literally laying there like a corpse and not participating. I mean, not that extreme, but you know.
So when it is described like that,
Mm-hmm.
just like corpsey energy,
Mm-hmm.
why would one want that in a partner?
Yeah, I think I was being a little extreme, but it's
Well,
like,
no, like even urban, when like there are more definitions that are
Yeah.
being like, oh
No,
yeah,
I don't think
hook
anyone
up with
wants
them.
that.
They're like just
in my mind, it's derogatory and it is nobody wants it. There's people who want a bottom,
yeah.
but I don't think there's really anyone who wants a pillow princess. Like even calling somebody a princess
Yeah.
is typically rude. It's
Yeah.
like too cool for school. You're not going to try hard.
I wonder
Like,
if
is
there's
there
a
an
situation where it could be
enthusiastic pillow
hot.
princess?
Yeah, could it be hot?
I don't know. You guys tell us because I am not one.
Neither, but I'm shocked that this is the name we all wanted.
Because it's funny, because it's a sleepover. It's a lesbian term for,
Yeah.
and then we're having a sleepover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's funny.
Pee-pees. Okay. Who's
And
more
reclaim the pee-pee.
Reclaim the pee-pee. Who's more pee-pee?
I would say you're more pee-pee than I am. But not like consistently.
Yeah.
Like I think we are epitome of switch.
Guys, we are switch.
And I would never call you a pee-pee. But I think that there are times where like you're super down to receive and I'm super down to just give. And that we will have sex and it's just that.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I would say you are more of a pee-pee
I guess
than
there's
me.
not a lot of times when it's either switch.
Yeah.
Sorry. So I'm stopping my previous thought. I'm starting a new thought.
Okay.
It's generally either us switching or just me bottoming.
Yeah, and that's normally
It's
like
not normally you bottoming
no
or me or us switching.
what?
Like it's 90%.
It's either
us
switch or you're
switch.
bottoming. It's
Yeah.
never me bottoming only.
Yes.
And normally when you're bottoming, it's a quickie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
like
always
if we're
like
really
I just
doing
need to.
it, we both are.
Yeah.
You know. But there's times where I'm like, I don't need it, but I would like to give it.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Just preferences. Like, I think some people really only get off on receiving and some people only get off on giving.
Have you been a pee-pee in other relationships?
No.
Not a pee-pee, but a bottom.
No, switch.
Yeah. Always switch though.
I've actually never really been with anyone but you where I like desired to really like just ever be the top. Like if I wasn't feeling like receiving, I like wasn't gonna really want to have sex. You know what I mean?
Wait, I lost that.
Like with you, I would
Yeah.
gladly give and not take.
Yeah.
And want to sometimes, and
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. Where I don't think I've ever dated anyone where I've been like wanting to just give and be like not receiving. And if I was feeling that way, I just wouldn't want to have sex. You know
Got
what I
it.
mean?
Got
Like I
it.
wasn't like down to just be
God,
giving.
You are such a giver, a philanthropist. A philanthropy pee.
Sign me up for the auction.
I love that.
Any Brillo princess out here? We got a top for you.
We got a top waiting in the wings.
Anyways,
Oh, someone asked, do you think it's bad to be a pillow princess?
I was about to be like, no, after we were just like, it's so wrong. No, I think nothing, as long as it's not harming anyone, nothing that you prefer sexually is wrong. And there's a partner out there for everyone.
Yeah.
I also think sometimes with sex, you need to compromise a little. Like, I don't know. I think it's something that you talk to with your partner. Ricky, move. Go over here.
Smidgey, we're talking about sex.
I know. You shouldn't even be
You should
in
not
here
be
and
in
definitely
here.
get your little sneaky butthole away
Give
from
her your ears. Give her, I
Cover.
said. Cover.
Give her your ears.
Whack.
Give her me dimpers. Let's go on a whack.
We're feeling so silly, and this is perfect because I was wanting really silly energy for today.
Hi, Reagan. Do you have anything to say about Pillow Princess?
She
No.
does love to sit on our pillow.
She does.
What do you think the opposite of a pillow princess is? A squatting duck.
A princess rider. I don't know.
Oh.
Like they would be on the Pillow Princess.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. But no, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like,
Yeah.
That's the thing. I think you will have a harder time finding someone who's down to like just give, but there's a lot of people who do want to do that. And that is also okay. Like it is okay to have a preference, but I would say I think the majority of lesbian relationships are switch.
Another juicy cue for you.
What? Why am I getting all the cues?
I don't know. You can.
Ask yourself, are you asking off our list of cues?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
not coming up
I
with
can't
them.
see it.
Oh, I'm just like,
Oh.
I'm keeping the flow.
I have a juicy cue for you.
Juice it up, girl.
Baby,
Yeah.
does
Yeah.
scissoring
Yeah.
exist?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get that as a question.
No, it's so stupid. I hate the question.
So the question I was in a Jubilee video and it was all lesbians. And the question was, is scissoring a myth? It is not a myth.
It's not a unicorn.
Yeah.
Like, what?
People do it. If you're asking if it works or it gets you off or
do
whatever.
or do lesbians only scissor? Like, that would be a more accurate question.
Yeah, we're not like it's time to bang and then we get into scissor formation. Like, there are other ways to bang and be bung.
Get information.
Yeah.
But of course it exists.
I cannot express how much I'm hating Reagan's being sat here like a little
She's
lump.
not listening. She can't hear. It's fine.
She also doesn't know English, so that does help us.
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Oh,
You're so sweet.
hi, Momosh.
I also think the like idea of even this motion, if you're watching on video, you can see I'm doing the scissoring motion with my fingers.
Wait, will you do it again?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like that's not even super accurate. Like that doesn't- like it should be more of like a
your knees bent.
one. Yeah, the top one's got to have the knees bent.
Not always.
I mean, you're not like flapping, like that's like two dolphins just like flapping on each other.
I
Like,
mean,
you got to have some stability. Sometimes a person laying down, but knees up, you know, like.
why do we do this? Why do we scissor?
I think it's fun.
I
first of
also
all.
think it's fun.
Yes.
I mean, we're acting like
I
we
know.
don't know this.
Like
already.
you do. I think it's fun. I think you feel close to each other. I think it's like a lot of movement, which can be hot. I don't know. I always get nervous our parents are listening.
I'm quite sure my mom does not know how to turn this on.
Thank God. I
Yeah.
don't think my mom listens either. Anyways,
And they would stop. Are you kidding
it's
me?
a lot. Okay, moms, if you're here, get the fuck out.
Gross.
I'm sorry, I swear. I'm so sorry, I swear. But please get out.
Yeah, get out.
It's just like a lot of body to body.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to say fluids, but I'm gonna.
I
say
know. I was gonna
fluids.
say you're gonna say it's wet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just fun. It's like there can be eye
I
contact.
love every 3 seconds you start over and go.
It's,
But yeah, it's just fun.
I also feel like it happens when it's like very exciting, heat of the moment kind of
Yeah.
sex, where it's like you just like can't get enough of each other. Where
Yeah.
you're like, I need you close,
It's like
and
it's
I
like
want you to feel something.
animalistic.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's hot. Like,
it's hot.
and if you don't like it, cool. But it obviously exists. And I'm not saying we scissor every time we have sex. We
Yeah.
definitely don't. But like, I don't know.
It's good.
Every 10th time, maybe. Maybe
I have
less,
a
I don't
note.
know. You're like, it was on.
every seventh time. Yeah, I think it's fun and I think it's a real thing, but you don't have to do it to be a lesbian.
Yeah, of course.
And it's also, I would imagine, not for all body matchups. Like, I can imagine someone being really tall and someone being really short. Like, that
Yeah.
seems like it would be a lot.
And it's hard with a new partner. Like, you got to like
Yeah.
get in a rhythm and like figure it out. But it's like, it takes a little coordination. So I can get it would be intimidating.
But
a
I
little
do
bit.
agree with you when you're saying that, like, it is always in a very, like...
Yeah.
it does feel like it's, like, in that energy.
Yeah. Like,
Because
you're,
you
grabbing
can't
all up
do
on
it
each
if
other.
you're just like,
Hey,
like-
baby, can you turn over here?
come on, give me a
I'm gonna put
snip.
my leg under your leg.
Give me a little snip.
Snip, snip, baby. Come here, you little pee-pee.
Oh, Reagan, stop being there.
Don't look
You
at me
look
when
so
I'm talking
cute.
at Lee's. She's staring at me like, yeah, Mom.
So,
What-
okay,
what's
so
that mean?
we're now obviously talking, we've talked about some pretty intense lesbian-y things. Not really, but like, you know, we're talking
Hard-hitting
about
cues.
things that you figure out over time.
Yeah.
What advice would you give for someone who is new to the game and is having lesbian sex for the first time, gay sex, whatever?
Yeah, I just think it's way more natural than you think. And it's something that you kind of figure out with your person. Every person that you have sex with is different. So even if it is your first time with a girl, the person you're having sex with, it's not their first time. You're figuring each other out. And I think normalizing communication during sex is the best way to make it more comfortable. And like, don't be afraid to laugh a little. If
Have
it gets
you had
clumsy,
a bad first time?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you?
kind of a nice thought, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like, it's all different. It's all special. It's all fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's like more about like you vibing and being sweet in that moment than someone being like, oh, they just they couldn't get it. Because also, if somebody's going to think like that and say something like that after, they're telling you in the moment of like, hey, that's too fast. I don't like that. Or don't touch me there. Whatever. Well, sometimes it's just like too fast, too quick.
Sometimes, yeah.
But everyone wants different stuff too. Like some person might like that, like this. Some person might want the absolute opposite. There's no specific like tricks or advice. I mean, maybe. Sure, there's a little bit. But
there's a couple tricks.
But you'll figure it out. It's... Ricky's hiding her.
I know. Now she's disgusted.
She's like, shut up,
now she's like, oh shit. Yeah, I think you summed it up great. I think that communication is key, but also your first time, try to feel it out more than you are asking. If that makes sense. I know this maybe sounds a little weird, but it's like you don't want to be like in her ear the whole.
Is that okay?
Is
that okay?
God, your eyes peeled at me. Look at the camera and do that. Do it, please.
Is that okay?
Ew. But like it is your first time. Let's be real here. You're trying to come off like it's not your first time, even when it is your first time.
Oh, I would just tell them.
No, but you can say it, but you don't want your actions to show it.
Totally.
You want to feel comfy.
They don't want to feel like they're teaching you, unless
they want to.
Ask them to have a little role play.
Yeah,
that could be fun.
But like, have a little confidence, even if you don't.
With that.
Like, come in hot. Be
riz.
Like, you want me? I want you, baby. My sugar boo.
I'm levitating.
I know, I'm levitating. But like this is an act as if situation. I would come in with a little more confidence than you actually do have.
Fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it, because it will help the hotness of the situation a little bit.
Totally.
But that is to say, if you ever feel uncomfy, pull the plug. We done.
Totally.
We don't just like withstand feeling uncomfortable. No. Especially not unsafe.
You want that memory to be of your first time too.
No.
Yeah, totally. Also, if you are having sex with a girl for the first time, you know her body more.
True. That is so unsaid and so true.
Yeah. Like, even...
Like, you've touched yourself before, probably.
Yeah. But, like, even beyond that, I feel like a lot of women kind of like the same things in, like, the same spots or whatever. Like, you know her more than probably if she's like been with a guy more than he knew her. Like, I think you have a lot of cards in your favor, and you will be just fine.
But sex anxiety is real. That was something we got asked about a lot as well.
Totally.
How do you feel that we fare in the sex anxiety space? I
think you and I do pretty well, other than two categories. One being,
wow, she has them categorized.
Well, they just came in the top.
Beautiful.
Of my head. I think one is we get self-conscious about our bodies.
Yeah.
I think we both kind of struggle with that, and then we put it on the other one of like, oh my gosh, you don't want my body because I don't like the way my body looks right now, which is so silly. And I think actually when you are feeling insecure about your body, sometimes having sex with somebody that loves you and loves your body is like
makes
really
you feel
affirming.
So
it
much
feels
better.
Really good. I'm like, oh wait, maybe I'm not loving my body right now, but she does, and that's really special.
Yeah.
I forget the other category.
Oh my God, we're down a whole category of two.
Yeah.
One of two gone to the wayside.
Go ahead. Maybe you'll jog my memory. What do you think?
Sex anxiety, feeling bad about our bodies, maybe busy. Feeling busy.
No, it was, oh gosh. Oh, maybe, I don't know. I don't think it went with this, but maybe in my head when I quickly thought of it, they were separate. I think also whenever we are feeling that way, we'll like want the other to initiate.
Yeah.
And then the other person is like, well, I don't want to initiate if you're like not wanting that right now. I don't want you to feel pressure.
Yeah.
So we will get in this circle of like, I'm not initiating. I want to, but I either want you to initiate because I'm needing that and we're both needing it at the same time, which I think is like an overarching thing in our relationship. If we both are feeling needy, we don't give it to the other person because we're like, no, I want you to just come give me love without me asking, but you're also wanting that. So it's like, well, I might as well just go cuddle you when I need love and be like, I need love. And you'll be like, me too. And we cuddle.
Yeah. And I think you summed it up pretty well. I think there's also category 3 is like not fully like sex is communal, but it is also really personal, and like your
Yeah.
sex drive and your libido and like all of that stuff is like unique and personal. And I think I like not knowing every bit of that for you, like about you. I like not knowing like everything that you like or everything that you want or whatever, because it still feels like it's fun to get to know. But then I also don't like not knowing all of those things, because I'm like, well, shit, does she not like this? Does she want me to be more assertive? Does she want me to play it cool? Does she want me to, you know, whatever it is? And I think when we get into like sex anxiety little spells or something, I get very like, not knowing those things freezes me.
Yeah.
Because I feel insecure that I don't know it.
Yeah, totally.
Where like we've talked about that recently. Like someone else asked if we have ever had dry spells. Dry spells are so normal.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like everyone wants to just like sound like they're always having sex. So no one like talks about it. And they're like, oh, are you going to judge me? Are you going to judge my relationship? Like that is so okay.
Yeah.
So okay.
It sucks. Like it's not
saying it's fun.
It's not fun. Like we just transparently had like a conversation yesterday or 2 days ago or something, where we like checked in with each other and we're like, how are you feeling? I feel like it's been a minute. Are we okay? Do you still find me attractive? What is our vibe? And like we just talked about what we needed to like get back on track. And it was like, even though we had that conversation and like acknowledged it, that it's like been a second, I'm like, it feels safer. I feel safer knowing that we both know it and that we both are thinking about it, because I feel super alone sometimes thinking that like I'm the only one thinking about it. And I'm sure you do too.
Totally. Like everyone talking about like going through a rut or a dry spell. I think the scariest thing is the not talking about it, because you can spiral. You can be like, they don't love me anymore. They're just staying with me because they have to, or like they're talking to someone else. Like you can literally go insane thinking about like the whys, where if you just talk about it and have like your anxieties rested and calm down, then you can like sort it out or fix it. Maybe there is something going on. Maybe they've been like, yeah, I've been dealing with this, or I've been feeling anxious about this, or I've been thinking about this trauma. Like there might be a reason that has nothing to do with you, or it might have something to do with you and you can fix it and you can talk about it. And I think it's just like that fear of not talking about it drives a bigger wedge.
I also think that where lesbians get stuck is like lesbian deathbed is like you just stop having sex in your relationship over time. And I think that the longer that it goes that you don't, the more scary the first time back is. So if like you haven't had sex in like 3 months or something and you're like, well, fuck, like then it's got to be perfect. It's got to be the big one. It's got to be the scissors and the whole bit and all of it.
Gotta whip out the scissors.
Gotta get out the scissors for this shit. Like, I think that that fear is what's stopping most people from just like getting back on track.
Totally.
Because if we've ever been in a rut and haven't had sex for like a few weeks or something, and then we'll have sex a lot right after.
Yeah.
Because it's like the seal is broken. It's like
we could do this again.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like someone initiated, now we're fine. And even if it's little things like, hey, I'm gonna go use a vibrator for a half hour. Do you want to just like come over here? And then you're like, yeah. Or whatever. Like
totally.
Smaller, more frequent things become like sexual, other than like one time you guys have like crazy big sex.
Yeah, I think ruts are normal, but you have to do something to get out of them, and you have to talk to your partner. And I know that so many people are like, if you have to schedule sex, you shouldn't be together, your relationship's over. Life gets kooky, man. Like I get that when you're younger, and I don't think younger people have more sex. Well, I'm sure a lot of it has to do with hormones and they're like horny all the time. Sure. But I think it's because they don't have so much going on. Like life can get out of control. It can fly by. It can be really overwhelming.
And some people get tired by 9 p.m.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we go to bed so goddamn early. Like it. So life just happens.
Once I've been brought down, the last thing I can do is whip it
yeah,
back up.
Totally. And like, and I have a lower sex drive than you, where like I have to get in the mood, where I'm like, most of the time, if I'm like, you want to have sex? You're like, yes.
Yes.
But I think it's like schedule sex if you have to, just to get back in your rhythm. Like there's nothing wrong with that. If you're scheduling sex and you're dreading that appointment
Yeah.
every couple days or every week or whatever you decide to do with your partner, then that's something to think about.
Yeah.
If you're not enjoying it, if you're dreading it, whatever it may be, that's when there's a concern. But if it's just because life gets hectic, I mean, I personally have to schedule in when I'm going to drink water and eat food in a day. So I know for me that my basic needs can go to the wayside a lot of times when I'm really busy. That's okay. Schedule your goddamn sex. Have it.
Now that we're here in this very intimate moment, having
Yeah.
talked about sex with our closest peepees, can I ask something of you?
Yeah,
Would you like sext me more often?
absolutely. I
Cool.
can definitely do that.
I'm always jealous of couples that do that.
Yeah.
I think it's like-
really hate that we both work from home.
But we do work from different rooms.
That's in my mind. It's hard to think about
Yeah,
that.
I
You
get
know what
that.
I mean?
But I'm asking if you would think
I hear
about it
you.
like that a little bit more often.
I hear you, and I will.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying my natural reaction like is to not do that when you're just like downstairs. I'm like busy. I'm working.
Totally.
And I don't like let myself like get excited by things, but which is silly because it'd be the same if you were like at an office and coming home.
I'll fucking rent office space. I don't care.
Like if I'm gonna get sex during the day,
Yeah.
I will absolutely do that more throughout the day.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Is there anything you'd like to ask of me?
I think I would like you to like initiate.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think especially because I've been in my head, especially about my body lately,
Mm-hmm.
having that like little reminder. I mean, even throughout the day, I think you're so good at it. Like grab me for a kiss or hug or just like coming to see me. That makes me feel so good. But like more wanted.
So I don't know how you want it because sometimes I feel like I try or I'll try to turn a little like pecky moment into like big kisses or like just kind of throw it on.
More about the timing of it.
So that's what I get confused about. I don't know when to do when
Well, it'll be
to
like
do
when I'm in
it.
the middle of work.
But
And
you're
I love
always working. You work all day.
Yeah, I'm saying it doesn't need to be like during work hours.
Hmm.
Like it could be in the morning. It could be at
Got it.
night.
Got it.
It could be when we're on a break from work. But it'll be like I'm on my computer and I feel like that, like, you know how I am where I'm like so laser focused and I'm like, if I blink too
Yeah.
long, I'm going to get distracted because ADD. But
Yeah.
that'll be like, okay, like, wait a minute.
I think it's because I think it's hot when
I interrupt you.
you interrupt me.
Totally. I know you like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
I'm happy to be interrupted from literally anything else than me like focus on my computer like
Okay.
because I'll lose track and I will never do that work and a month will go by and my manager will be like, hey, did you do
And
that thing?
we'll
And I'll be
be
like,
Being evicted
Taryn
from
needed
our
to have sex and I forgot and my ADD made it so I could never come back to that task.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can try that. I'll try to sprinkle it in, try to catch you when you're not in focus mode.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, I love having the dog sleep upstairs with us.
yeah,
but
we're done.
It makes me anxious. I hate a dirty bed. I feel like all I'm doing is washing or bedding every day to try to keep it clean from them.
Yeah, you do.
And they're just big and they're in between us. And it's, speaking of this little, she's like, are you kidding? She's
I have
so
to take a
cute.
picture.
She's so cuddled up. I love these dogs more than anything. It's so hard not to want them in our bed. But I think we say like they get to sleep in our bed once a week.
Yeah.
Like it's a special treat that they get to be on the big
Yeah,
bed.
and then, okay, that's fair.
'Cause
Can we
I
do
think
twice
that
a
kills
week?
it. Yeah, sure. Just not every night.
No, I'm good with
Or
not
maybe
every
we
night.
say like, I was going to say not on weekends, but honestly, like, no, I don't want to say that. Just, yeah.
Well, yeah,
most
we'll just
days
say most
not.
days not.
Yes.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
Because I also sleep so much better when they're not there.
Me too.
But
And it's not even like, I also don't want to be like, dogs can't come in the bed tonight. We're having sex. That's what's happening. Like, it doesn't need to be that, like, planned out. Like, I would like it to just organically happen. And it's not organically happening when Frank's snoring in between our faces. And
No.
Riggy's, like, trying to put her butt on our faces. These dogs are so gross.
Wow. A lot was said. I feel
Nice doing business with
great.
you.
Love doing business with you. Can I tell you a juicy gossy story?
Oh my God, I
from
forgot. I'm
one of our
so excited to hear this.
pillow princesses.
Taryn was like gasping reading this earlier. I'm so excited to hear it.
I didn't even finish.
Look at this dog. She is so cute.
She's so. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're lost.
Head over and watch because she's just my little baby.
Okay. I'm gonna read a juicy gossip story. Are you ready?
Let's do it. I'm so ready.
I don't know how long we've been recording. Should we
No
check?
idea. No,
Cool.
just keep going.
Okay. Subject line: we're having sex over a bet. You know, like idiots.
Over a bet.
Over a bet.
Okay.
Yes.
I love the clickbaity
it's because we
subject
said
lines.
it on an episode.
To do that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I said
Good call.
I opened them based on subject lines basically.
Genius. Okay.
Okay.
I'm bought in. Let's go.
Blah 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 blah. I too am secretly okay. Hey, gorgeous ladies. I wasn't gonna say that. I didn't want anyone to feel like
Wait, what was that? What'd you call us?
gorgeous ladies.
Gorgeous peepees.
Hey, gorgeous peepee.
Ew.
I listened to your last episode, and that listener's. This is from a while ago, so I don't know what episode it was.
Okay.
That listener's story made me cry, but gave me thoughts because I too am secretly sleeping with someone from my high school, but in a stupid way.
Oh,
You can laugh at this because I'm a dumbass.
can't wait.
I had a clenches fist high school rival. If it sounds stupid, that's because it is. We were in a volleyball team. We were on the volleyball team and didn't get along, even if we were two of the best players,
My mind is going, they want to hook up.
which is probably why we didn't get along. We're competitive to a fault, and it was heightened due to puberty. It was an infamous rivalry. People either loved us or wanted to kill us, but they all watched our interactions like they were watching wild animals do their mating ritual on National Geographic.
Wow.
She hated my guts. I know I'm in this. She hated my guts, and I hated how she had a stick up her ass, but we played well together, so we put up with each other for 4 years. Almost killed each other, but we didn't, and that's what matters.
Good job.
We're in college now. Out and proud. Hadn't seen each other in years.
Both of them.
Until I saw her on Bumble 3 months ago.
Yes.
I only swiped right to be funny and 'cause she's hot, I guess. I don't believe that for
Yeah,
a fucking
whatever. You want
second.
her so bad. You've
Uh,
always wanted her.
you cannot like someone and still think they're hot, right? Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes.
But then the universe said, fuck you specifically, and we matched. I was planning to ignore this like a sane person, but she sent me a message. She said, LMAO, you swiped right. That's embarrassing. It's awesome.
That's
like,
embarrassing.
like a prick. So that pissed me off. And I went, you swiped right too, you fucking idiot. And because it's the only thing we knew how to do, we started betting on who's better in bed, slept together because of that bet.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Because
And then
of
it
that.
turned into the series of kinky games of who can get the other off faster or who's better with their tongue or whose bedroom looks cooler, because of course we did. We're idiots and we can't admit we want to keep having sex, so we just turned it into a competition. I guess it's not a game anymore because it's been 3 months, and a few weeks ago she showed up to my place with takeout and we had what I think was a date. Cute. I was like, why the fuck are we eating in bed? Why are we watching Glass Onion? Is this a date? And she was like, I brought you Chinese, not a bouquet. If I'm trying to woo you, you'll know it. Eat your fucking dumplings.
Wait, why is that so hot?
I know, this girl's hot. So I ate my dumplings because it's kind of hot when she tells me what to do.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out more since then. Most of the time we have sex, but sometimes we don't, which is cute. We cuddled once, but then it turned into arm wrestling. So I don't know if that counts.
Counts.
Weird.
Double counts. Counts even more.
I guess we're friends with benefits, but that doesn't sound right.
Mm-mm.
Annoyances with benefits? ? Like, she's still annoying, but she's
Enemies
also
with
funny.
benefits.
She's cool when she's not being anal. She constantly outwits me, which pisses me off, but it also turns me on. I also realized that I never really hated her. I think I just found the stick up her ass kind of hot, and that upsets me. I'm pretty sure she feels the same way. I mean, she constantly wants to shut me up, but only because she wants to do it by sitting on my face.
Oh my God, they went there.
Also, she likes to stroke my hair when she thinks I'm asleep, and it makes me want to kiss her nose or something equally embarrassing.
She's stroking your hair when you're asleep. She's in love with you.
What I'm trying to say is it's not hate sex anymore. It's like sex.
Love sex.
It's like sex. I like her. I like talking to her. I like our banter. I like that she's the smartest person I know, besides me, of course. I know that she knows. I like that. She knows the most annoying sides of me, but sticks around for some reason. I like seeing the dumb face she has on when she beats me at stupid shit. I like competing with her. I like that she pushes me to be better. But no one knows that we've had this thing going on because our friends would never let us live it down. And neither of us want to be the one bringing up feelings because that would mean we lost the unspoken game of who will confess first. I don't even know what we win. Bragging rights? I don't know. We don't talk mechanics. Then it just keeps going, but it talks about like whatever. I promise we're smart, but we just need to get our shit together, especially after hearing the Catholic childhood besties secretly sleeping together because they have no other choice, which is one of the stories on our pod. I thought, oh God, like what the fuck? I'm crying, and this HBO limited series ass story is making me want to do something out of character, like communicate my feelings. So I've decided I should ask her on a date, right?
Yes.
What consequences will we have to face? Yada, yada, yada.
No consequences. Okay, first of all, that little part of like, I like this about her are going to be in your vows.
100%.
Y'all are going to get married and live together forever. I'm convinced. And you're going to compete at everything forever and ever and ever.
Because that's exactly what we did.
Yeah. Wait, this is like a coming of age story, rom-com vibes.
So what do we think? What do we do for our friend?
I don't see the negative of trying to actually date.
She already tried by bringing you Chinese. She's already, the fact that you guys are hanging out and not having sex every time.
If you were just enemies and didn't like each other, why would you hang out if it wasn't just about
and you
sex?
both swiped right?
Yeah. That I feel like was a really funny way in to be like, oh my God, how embarrassing you swiped right. Because obviously she did too. That's how that works. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any way around that?
No.
Yeah. So that is so cute. I think like in high school, we don't know how to deal with our feelings. Like I hate when little girls get told like a boy likes her just because he's like being a bully to her. I think it's really unfair and like sets a really bad precedent. However, there is some truth to like kids don't know how to flirt or be like, I like you.
Is he okay? Oh, he's kind of choking.
No, he's okay. Sorry, break for Frank choking on his blanket. You good, baby? He's good.
Is he?
Yeah, it's like you just don't know how to deal with that as a kid. So you channel that energy into other things often, and sometimes that's picking on each other.
Yeah. I think y'all were young, you were being flirty and you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
And now that you guys both said yes, you do realize that you were being flirty. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't realize it, that is, you would not say yes if you just hated someone or thought they were stupid. You just wouldn't. And neither would they. And then you guys had sex and you liked it. And then you kept having sex and you kept liking it. And then sometimes you even hang out and don't have sex. And you just
still like it.
Enjoying it. Like, I think it's illegal for you to not do something.
Yeah. What do you have to lose? It's not like when we started dating, it was like, oh, I could lose somebody who's my really good friend. If she ends up being your enemy, whatever.
She already was.
Yeah.
So
I don't think you have anything to lose here.
Yeah.
Ask her on a proper date. Share your feelings. Dip your little toe in. I feel like y'all are really similar. So it seems like it's hard to get past that level of like, the only way we flirt is by kind of being mean or competing. If one of you really breaks that and like just says it, I think you're golden.
I also think it's kind of like lame to be like, I don't want to have to get into my feelings. I'm not that kind of person. It's like, I get that not everyone is a feelings person, but the fact that you're writing into a podcast with this story and telling us how much you like this person and all of this stuff, you are, and you have the feelings and you should say them. Yeah. Like it's not cute as we get older to be like, I don't want to share my feelings.
Yeah, I remember that girl on Love Island was like,
cute.
oh, I don't talk about my feelings. And like she said it in like a I'm this way.
Well,
I'm
people
like
think it's
cool.
so cute to be like hard. Like I don't go there. I don't go into my feelings. I'm like, okay, that's not gonna bode well for you.
Yeah, like you
that's
need
dumb.
to grow up.
Yeah. At some point, you're gonna have to do feelings.
Yeah,
and the sooner you do it, the better time that you'll have doing it, and the more you will do feelings sooner. It's just like, so that wasn't meant to shit on you, but I do think that. Sorry, but I do think that like, it's not cute anymore as a PP, and we need to.
We need big brave PPs.
We need.
Oh
we
I
need
didn't mean it.
we need you to be a
No, I
big
hate this
a
nickname.
big brave
No,
pee-pee.
stop it. Sorry, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put on your big girl panties, little pee. You got this. We love you. Keep us posted.
Cute.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for staying up.
Sorry.
We'll catch you over on Instagram during the week, and we'll see you back here next week.
That was so fun. That felt like a real sleepover.
That
It fun.
was fun. I loved
Frank,
it.
did you have fun?
Did you have fun at our
I love you.
sleepover?
Okay, love you all. Please interact on our socials. We love chatting with you. That is where this podcast feels less like us talking to you and more like we are talking. So
with each other, with our all our little peepees.
With our peepees.
Frank, are you a peepee?
Here, say something. Thank you.
Oh, you did like that microphone.
Okay, I love you.
All right.
Are you ready for dinner?
Bye, guys. Oh God, he's about
Love
to
y'all.
freak out. Bye.